Good day, podcast community. Pete Kane here, Podcast Pete, and certified high performance coach. All right, we're talking marketing. Marketing, the three M's, moments of discovery, marketing and motivation. Yesterday we talked about motivation. Today it's marketing. These are the three principles. If you don't have these, you're not going to get the most out of your business. Plain and simple. Got to generate leads. You got to create cash flow, and you got to build a thriving community. Cash flow depends on your leads. And if you have leads, you're in great shape. Now, you got to convert them. You have to be able to be good at the pitch. We talk about entrepreneurs is the journey of 1,000 pitches. So if you're not good at pitching, you have to get better, or you have to work for somebody else, because you always have to sell. It's how do you share? How do you influence? How do you put yourself in a position where you are communicating with the world the value that you have? And that's what it gets down to. What value, what problem can you solve? Who are you trying to do that with? What type of group? You can't be selling to everybody, because when you're selling to everybody, you're selling to nobody. So when I get to marketing, think about leads. And what I'm going to give you is a $600 course. A $600 course. Hang with me, because I want to frame it so you understand the value of what it can do for your business, because today's world is different than it was 10 years ago. What you did 10 years ago, which I did a lot of cold calling in one position. Talk about a tough road. If you did that today, you wouldn't last. But you can shift it to pitching. You can shift it to be able to do podcasting, because podcasting is like cold calling on 10x steroids. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. And that's why it's so important that you're a good storyteller, that you can tell a story, that you can share your community stories of people making an impact, having a great business. And a healthy business is big impact, because if you have a healthy business, you can give, you can impact. If you're broke and somebody asks you for some support, and because you're broke, you can't have the impact. So you got to have a healthy business. That's why we play the long game. And the long game is relationship building. Intentionally having guests on your podcast. Daniel Priestley said the other day in a video, 30-150. If you haven't done something 30 times, you haven't really done anything. So you got to try it for 30 days, for 30 times. You have to do something with enough rep that you get out of the awkward stage into a better stage. We want to get to the mastery stage. That may take 150. I've done 450 plus podcasts, well over 1,500 videos on just one channel, but I have other channels. And that kind of content gets you the reps. You get better. When I started, I had to learn how to talk. My whole left side left me 3.5 years ago when I woke up in a bed, half paralyzed. My whole left side was not there anymore. Had to have a speech therapist teach me how to talk. Then, when I got out of Shepherd, after being there for 39 days and 49 total, 10 in Wellstar, 39 in Shepherd, I had to learn how to talk. I have to learn how to walk. Those are skills that I always had, but they were taken away in a second. And that can happen to anybody. We have to play the cards that are dealt us. I used to run 25 peach trees, play golf 5 days a week. After work, get up early, work as hard as I could, and then hit the golf course. I don't run anymore. I have trouble walking, much less running. And golf, I may be able to get 9 holes in before I'm absolutely mentally beat. Played on vacation, 9 holes is the max at this time that I can handle, because you're repairing half your brain. You're getting the stamina, you're rewiring. It takes time. Every single step I take, I got to think about it. That's why I wear the same clothes. I do wash them, but I have to wear the same clothes because I don't have to think about it. I have to manage my mental energy, manage my physical energy. So physical therapy twice a week, total of 4 hours. The gym 4 times a week. All those are intended to get back, keep striving, getting better. I get a little bit off track, but I want you to see the value of leaning into podcasting. If you want to grow your business, the best way today is podcasting. Because when you build a relationship with your guest, you're also creating an asset, a digital asset. You're also adding to your thriving community. And if you can have that kind of mindset of sharing the story of your guest with your community, putting a digital asset out there online, because that's what we're talking about now. We're in the entrepreneur world. We're in the digital revolution. It's already here. So when you search me, there won't be a shortage of information out there. If I meet you in the grocery store, we have a great conversation, and then I ask for your card, and I take your card, I'm going to look you up. And when I look you up, if I don't see enough information to go on a journey with you, it's over. I might just chalk it up with a great conversation. But you got to give me more to go on a journey with you, to know, like, and trust. That's the value of podcasting. You build relationships, you create digital assets, and you share stories. And through that, you have a thriving community. So when we talk about generating leads, creating cash flow, and building thriving communities, we do it here. And you can be a part of it. If you'd like to, let me see. Go to PeteKane.me/SS. That's strategy session. You're not sure about your direction in your business? Book a strategy session with me. Be the best ever that you've spent on yourself, because you have to know what the world is doing now. And if you're stuck on the busy bus, you'll never get to the purpose plane. And that's where things happen. A plane is quiet, generally, flies to a destination, doesn't take 15 stops. If I get on a bus and I go to LA, I might stop. Take me 3 weeks to get there. It might stop at 500 different bus stops. But if I take a plane and it's a direct flight, I'm there in 3 hours. And I know where I'm going. So that's the difference. In your business, you got to know where you're going. You have to be very clear, have clarity in your life. And you don't just snap into it. It's a gradual thing. So schedule that strategy session or be a guest on my podcast. Just go to PeteKane.me and schedule a podcast. So here's the value I want to give you. I want to give you a $600 course. 12 modules. And let me see if I can put it up here on the screen. Yeah, I'll make it a little bigger. This is our Podcasting Academy. Let me go here, and here we go. I'm going to give it to you for free. It's free for a while because I want you to experience the gift of podcasting. As we build our community, we want to add value to your life, to your business. And so if you use the word podcast, it'll waive the $49 weekly. Let's say it's 12 sessions. That's 12 sessions. What is that? Well, it's by session, but it'll waive. Yeah, I think it's 6 months, $49. It's a $600 value, and that can be yours. Just go to pkane.me/PA for Podcast Academy. That's my gift to you. The gift of growing, the gift of podcasting, the gift of generating leads, the gift of cash flow, and building a thriving community. Some will hear this and it'll go right over their head. Some will embrace it, take it, apply it, and your life will be changed. The choice is yours. Do you want to change your life? Do you want a brighter future? Lean into podcasting. Be a guest on my podcast if you're not sure. Schedule a strategy session if you want to know where you are, where you want to go. I'll help you. And if you want to take advantage of the Podcasting Academy and see the value of building a thriving community, creating cash flow, and generating leads, take advantage of it. All right. Be bold. Make an impact.